Imagine holding the most powerful supercomputer in the world, one that processes billions of pieces of information every second, far surpassing even the fastest machines ever built. If all the computers in the world worked together, they still wouldn't match the brain's ability to learn, adapt, and process information seamlessly. It runs every movement you make, controls your emotions, and even shapes who you are. But unlike any machine ever built, this one fits in the palm of your hand and runs on nothing but oxygen and nutrients. This incredible device is not some futuristic invention. It's the human brain. Though it weighs only about 3 pounds, the brain is the command center of the entire body, responsible for everything from the way we think and feel to the way we move and breathe. But how does it actually work? At the heart of the brain's function are billions of specialized cells called neurons. These tiny cells are like messengers, constantly sending and receiving signals through an intricate network of connections. Each neuron communicates with others using electrical and chemical signals, creating pathways that allow the brain to process information almost instantly. Every thought, memory, or action you take is the result of these neurons firing in patterns, forming the foundation of all brain activity. The brain itself is divided into different parts, each responsible for specific functions. The outer layer, called the cerebral cortex, is where higher-level thinking takes place. This is where you solve problems, make decisions, and experience emotions. It's also responsible for processing sensory information like sights, sounds, and touch. The brain is further divided into regions, with the frontal lobe handling reasoning and movement, the temporal lobe dealing with memory and language, the parietal lobe processing sensory information, and the occipital lobe dedicated to vision. Beneath the cerebral cortex lies the limbic system, which plays a key role in emotions and memory. The amygdala, a small almond-shaped structure, is responsible for processing fear and other strong emotions, while the hippocampus helps store and retrieve memories. The brainstem, located at the base of the brain, controls automatic functions like heartbeat, breathing, and digestion, ensuring the body operates without conscious thought. One of the most fascinating aspects of the brain is how it constantly changes. This ability, known as neuroplasticity, allows it to reshape itself based on experience. When you learn a new language, your brain forms new neural pathways to process and store the information, making it easier to recall over time. Likewise, if someone suffers a stroke, the brain can sometimes rewire itself to compensate for the damaged area, allowing them to regain lost functions through therapy and practice. This ability, known as neuroplasticity, allows the brain to adapt, learn new skills, and even recover from injuries. For example, if someone suffers a stroke, the brain can sometimes rewire itself to compensate for the damaged area. When you practice something repeatedly, like playing an instrument or solving math problems, your brain strengthens the connections between neurons, making the task easier over time. This is why learning requires effort at first, but becomes second nature with practice. The brain also relies on chemicals called neurotransmitters to function properly. These chemicals carry messages between neurons and influence everything from mood to memory. Dopamine, for example, is linked to pleasure and motivation, while serotonin helps regulate mood and sleep. When these chemicals are imbalanced, it can affect how we feel and behave, which is why brain chemistry plays a role in mental health. Even though the brain is incredibly powerful, it requires proper care to function at its best. Sleep is essential, as it allows the brain to organize information and remove toxins that build up during the day. Nutrition also plays a key role, with foods rich in healthy fats, antioxidants, and proteins helping to maintain brain health. Exercise increases blood flow to the brain, improving memory and cognitive function. Engaging in new experiences, learning new skills, and staying mentally active also keep the brain sharp throughout life. Despite all that scientists have learned about the brain, there are still many mysteries left to uncover. How do we store memories so vividly? What exactly makes us conscious beings? Why do we dream? The more we explore the brain, the more we realize just how complex and remarkable it truly is. Perhaps the greatest question of all is this: if the brain is studying itself, will we ever fully understand its capabilities? The journey to unlocking its secrets is still ongoing, and every discovery brings us closer to understanding not just our minds, but ourselves.
Got a question about how something really works? Drop it in the comments and we might cover your topic in our next video.